The Florida Prize in Contemporary Art is a new initiative for the museum.
We really wanted to find a way to not only enhance what's going on in contemporary art in Florida, but we really wanted to find a way to really acknowledge the work that's being done here.
So I thought, well, what can we do to enhance our engagement with artists living here and working here? And I thought, well, an exhibition.
The 10 artists in the exhibit, in the variety of their approaches to their media and subject matter, do reflect the diversity of the artistic community in Florida.
A lot of my work has to do with that idea of the art object and the viewer, and what is that connection?
My work tries to connect several strands of history and memory, and I try to create some sort of tension between the form and content of the film.
Generally, when people ask me what I do, I say that I'm a filmmaker and an artist. I work in a lot of different mediums, really depending on the project or the concepts.
Primarily, I'm a sculptor. I move materials around. Often, I like to have perhaps a question, and then the material somehow manifests and answers that question.
The way that I would describe my work is it's about endangered species, social, environmental, and political issues.
I guess painting is my obsession, but through painting I've come to other forms like video, through the use of animation.
One of the things that ties these 10 artists together to some degree is the innovative use of materials.
I convince people to save that plastic sleeve that the newspaper's delivered in, and then I take it and I weave it into this matrix of tapestry and install spaces.
My work, it's sculptural, even when it's flat. It's sort of situated in between physical material and immateriality, so I use a lot of materials like mirrors and light.
I thought, well, why does paint always have to be paint? Why can't Mylar be as much a gesture as a brush stroke?
I use found and discarded objects that I dismantle and combine in ways that where they lose reference to their original functionality.
There are artists who deal with issues of social justice, environmental responsibility, as well as narratives of their personal lives.
I've been dealing with the idea of displacement a lot. I use the geometric patterns to sort of portray like men's stewardship over nature.
These images, I think, create a rather striking contrast because where usually middle-class families would come to have portraits done, in this case, these were disenfranchised slaves.
It's almost that I'm giving these objects a new life, but in a way that they'll be able to defend themselves from being cast away again.
From the beginning of when I started to make art seriously, I was interested in using really, really common things as subjects.
I've always been attracted to the human form, not in a direct kind of way, but more perhaps in an abstract kind of way. Hence the kind of soft curves and the kind of full forms, the ellipse and the oblate spheres and whatnot.
I'm trying to express a certain idea, and within my work, interaction is important.
I do what I feel like is good for the environment, and it worked its way into my artwork.
Really, on the deeper level, it's about the loss of innocence. It's about an encounter with the adult world. You see the illusion and the reality side by side, and you come away a different person.
I would say all my work is about landscapes. So are the rugs, are social landscapes. These maps are political, social, economical landscapes.
My big current influences right now is Play-Doh. So I've been really enjoying this idea of there are no straight lines, there are no lines at all. It's all just this kind of fog of energy, buzzing around. But underneath it all, there is this rational mathematical structure.
Well, today is obviously the evening opening of our show. We're also going to be announcing the award winner for the Florida Prize.
Every artist will receive an honoraria in this exhibition, but there will be one prize winner of the $20,000.
The award for me, it creates the opportunity for time.
I'm very happy to be included in the show. I hate to sound like an Oscar nominee, but I really do feel that way.
It takes a lot of space for me to make my work, and I would get a bigger studio.
This backlog of ideas that I'm waiting to make one at a time, I just make them all right now.
I could do big, crazy, huge stuff. Or I could go to Disney World.
I already feel like I've benefited just from having been chosen to be in this.
It's rewarding. even if I don't win it, it's rewarding that this exists.
I'm very pleased to announce that the selection of the Florida Prize in Contemporary Art award winner is Augustina Woodgate.
A museum like this puts together such a grand show. The space is amazing, and the work that they brought, it's really meaningful work from each artist. It's not just a presence, just a name on the wall, but it's truly each artist is showing a statement.